Do you want to drastically improve your data life? Then today I'm going to be sharing the #1 secret on how to do that. Hey bro, it's Nav here in London, and after interacting with more than 20,000 women and doing this for 9 years, improving my data life for the past 9 years and helping my clients do the same for 6 years, I've noticed one critical aspect that gets results really fast, and that's making a lot of mistakes. The more mistakes you make, the quicker you get the results. The reason that is because mistakes are your biggest teacher. They give you valuable feedback that you just cannot get from any video, any book, or anything else out there. The only way you can get the feedback is by going out there making mistakes, right? Because that way you know what's gone wrong, what's gone right, and what you need to do differently to get that amazing stunner, right? So next time you're with a stunner, don't be afraid to make a mistake. Don't be afraid to try something new and fuck it up, right? I remember my mentor used to tell me, Nav, when it really counts, try to make a mistake, because it's all about the learning, it's all about the development, right? Like when I think back to some of my best interactions ever, I was not afraid to make mistakes, and that actually made me more confident, right? Because when you don't want to make mistakes and you're on the interaction or in the date or wherever, the girl can feel it, right? You're tense, you're not being yourself. And worst comes, you do make a mistake and you learn from it. So that takes us to the next part, which is learning from your mistakes. And this is one of the most important parts of actually improving, because you've probably met a guy that has been doing it for ages, like 10 years or whatever. And when you speak to them, you quickly realize that they've been making the same mistake over and over again. They haven't been improving in their dating life, right? Because of that. And how can you learn from your mistakes? Well, it's reflecting. It's by reflecting on the mistake. So that means that for every 2 hours of interacting with women, 10 minutes you need to reflect, right? And that means you sit down and you think about what mistakes you made, right? What you shouldn't do is reflect when you're in the interaction, right? Like for example, if I'm talking to a girl right now, I'm not going to be reflecting what mistakes I'm making, right? Because then you're just in your head. It's kind of like, I don't know, if you're playing football or what the Americans call soccer, if you're watching this from the US, you're not going to be playing the sport and analyzing yourself, what mistakes you're making, or what you're doing right or what you're not doing right, because then you're in your head and you're not going to be able to play the sport properly. So that's why when you're out there, when you're in a bar, when you're in a shopping mall, wherever, and you're trying to meet women, if you try to, at the same time, analyze yourself, you're going to get in your head, right? You're not going to be in that state flow. So that's why I recommend let the session finish, then do the reflecting after. And the other thing you can do is reach out to a coach. A coach will get you the feedback much quicker than you could, right? And that's what I remember when I did my first boot camp. I was shocked how my coach quickly picked up what mistakes I was making, right? Probably would have taken me a year to realize what he told me in about a day. The other thing you can do to learn from your mistake is to take my quiz. I've created this quiz to pinpoint 6 important sticking points. And you're going to fill out a few questions. It will take you 2 to 3 minutes, and it will tell you what sticking points you have. It will give you a free guide, and also I will send you a comprehensive guide within 24 hours that will explain everything you need to know to overcome that sticking point. All right, I'll speak to you soon. Nav.